Hello everyone, this is the Cajun Gaming Guild and Little Giant coming to you today. Today we're going to cover another game in the Steam Summer Fest 2025. This game here, I believe, came out in 2018. It's like 7 years old. Very, very awesome game. Huge, lots of different downloadable content. Um, but the game is gigantic. There's so many different modes that you can play. Co-op games, multiplayer games that are ranked, conquest, Bifrost, single player. All right, there's a bunch of different things you can do. Hundreds and hundreds of hours worth of replayability. There are, I believe, well, we can find out exactly how many. There's this many clans, okay, so that's 16, 15, 18, 19, 20. 21 clans available to buy. You start off when you buy the original game, I think, with probably 9 or 10 of them, and then all the rest of them are unlocked through downloadable content. But with the Steam Summerfest sale, right now up till July 10th, you can buy the base game with the original so many of these clans unlocked for $5 Canadian. It's 85% off. And I believe the package for all the rest of them, so you can buy each of them for like $3-4 a pop. But if you want, you can buy all of the rest of them except for the lion and the hippogriff because they're brand new. So those are not part of the package deal. I think it was $20 Canadian. So for $25 Canadian, you can have the works, the whole entire game basically. It's huge. Each one of these clans has a conquest mode, and the conquest modes are huge, giant campaigns basically, where you get to choose what bonuses you want and what bonuses you do not want. And those alone are going to take you tons of hours to beat, and there's one for each clan. All right, you can play them co-op, you can play them solo. Besides that, there's a huge story mode, and there's 2 different stories to play. And besides that, there's just plain old single player with different ways you can win, different victory conditions. Okay. And you can choose the size of the map, whatever you want to do. And then multiplayer itself is insane fun. There's ranked, there's just quick games, there's free-for-alls, there's a whole bunch of different methods you can play. And then there's this Bifrost mode where you're going to play with up to 4 other clans must unite to survive, grow. It's like a big, gigantic co-op mode, right? So for today, though, just so you guys can get a little bit of a taste, we're going to go ahead and we're going to play. Each one of these clans are harder or easier. They have different modes, different ways to play them, everything is different about each clan. And if you want to get good at one, you're going to have to just play it over and over until you figure it out perfectly. And it shows you difficulty to learn, development, military support. Like, it shows you what each one of these guys are going to give you. All right, and it's totally up to you what you want to try. My favorite up to now was the Clan of the Rat. All right, but for the purposes of this, I'm just going to go ahead with the first one that you get, the Clan of the Stag. All right, it's very well rounded. Okay, and it shows you what you're going to get. You start off with 75 extra food, wood, crowns, and lore. The Hall of the Skulls is a unique building for the Clan of the Stag, and it replaces the brewery, which normally that's what you would get. All right, you gain 50% more fame and happiness. I know none of this really makes sense to any of you, but it will once you start playing the game. Okay, and there's a specific relic. All clans have relics. There's like 4 of them usually, and 3 of them are the same for all the clans, and then each clan has their own unique relics that you can get instead if you choose to do so. You can still take one of the other 3 if that's the way you want to play, or you can take the one that is unique to the clan, right? Then it also shows you the different features that are unique to this clan down here. All right, you get a different hero for each clan that all do different things. This one gets brand You get the Hall of Skulls. You get Skulls. All right. Um, it's a different type of warrior here. This Ihernjar. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce that. And in combat, the warrior chief galvanizes your military units in the zone, increases their damage by 10% for 2 seconds. That is just something you unlock as you go. Then you can look at the tech tree for each one of these clans. Most of this stuff is going to be the same for each clan. Like the ones that don't have any special icon. But if you look here at the food preservation, there's a picture of a stag. This is specific to only the stag clan, and each clan that you choose is going to have a different set of these, all right, depending on which ones you pick. So again, how do you play your RTSs? If this is what you're going to need to read through, it's going to take a long time to figure it all out. This is not a game you're going to learn overnight, all right. I am going to play and show you guys basics. But I'm not going to go super far, I don't believe, before I win. I'm just going to go with a small map, easy mode, just so you guys can kind of get a little bit of a taste. Because I think a small map is only going to have, like, I might have 1 or 2 people against me, and that's it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to start, and I will explain things as we go. There is no active pause in the game. So I may have to do a few things and then explain them after, because I have to try and stay ahead of the other people in the game. Okay, and they're not real people, of course. So right away I'm going to build a house, because you need to keep up on your population requirements, and I'm going to build a scout camp. So you'll notice you only start off with 1 plot of land, and if you click on it, down here in the bottom left, see, I can't pause the game without showing. So you'll see a 3 out of 5, meaning I can build 5 buildings in this little area. Your town hall is going to be considered one of those areas. Okay? Once my scout shack is completed, I'm going to just take any of the villagers that are roaming around. It shows that I have 3 villagers in this zone and 1 scout. And the scout's going to go and he's going to start exploring the fog of war. And everything is going to be laid out in zones, just like the one we're currently in. In zones, you can have forests, you can have wheat, you can have fish, you can have deer, you can have mines, you can have whatever. And that's how you're going to be able to expand your territory and gain special things. So this zone here shows that I can build 3 buildings, and it shows that there's 2 stones, or an availability of 2 people can mine stone here. So if you make a mine, it will actually create 2 slots, and you'll be able to mine that stone. So this is a good one, and there's no enemies. If there was, it would show you enemies. And for 20 food, I can colonize this. So I'm going to do that right away, because we want that immediately. This place shows me that there's wheat. You need food as quickly as possible. So we are also going to colonize that. Then we're going to start building buildings. Okay, so right off the bat, we need a lumber mill. We're going to put that here with the mine, and we're going to send a villager over to build it. And then we're going to go ahead and build a wheat field down here, and send another villager to build that. This also has iron in it, like an iron node, and it has a rune stone. You can assign any one villager here, and they will start to produce lore. Okay, lore, if you look up in the top right corner, is a special kind of currency. And when you open this up, this is how you're going to start unlocking special skills for your people, all right? So it's important to build that. And right now, you gain a little bit right at the start of the game. So this guy's hanging around doing nothing. So we're going to put him to work in the lumber mill right away. We're going to go ahead and grab, so one thing here, if you click on the villager, it's going to just click on one available villager, but that's roaming around. Then you can bring him to the nearest place that you want him to work. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. There is a better shortcut than that though, and I'm going to show you the next time we do this. So keep an eye up in the top here. Your population, I have 8 out of 11, and their happiness determines how fast you start popping out guys. Okay, I see some more food over here. These deer would be really nice to have, so we're going to go ahead and colonize that. Always make sure that you're bringing in more food than your population is currently eating, okay? Or else you'll be in trouble, and your people will start to die, and it sucks. So just be aware of that. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So now I'm going to right-click on the villager picture instead, and all of my villagers will be selected. I'll right-click, and it just sends whoever it needs to do the job that I've currently selected, which is building the shack. Once the shack is built, though, I can do that again, and 2 villagers will go join that instead of just 1 at a time, right? It's just a faster way of doing it. Now, one other thing, your scout here. If I was to remove him from where he is right now, he can go back here later and continue exploring at the same stage that he was at when you took him off. But you'll notice there's places like this that you can scavenge. If you control the zone, you can use your scout, so I'm going to, and he's going to go over there and explore that. And once he's done exploring that, it's going to actually give you some stuff, some money, some experience, whatever it chooses to give you. Alright, so now I have 2 people doing the deer, they're hunting. I did gain a level up here, so now I'm going to go up here and choose one of these. Skulls produce crowns, so we're going to go ahead and take that one right off. And we want to try and build a Hall of Skulls sooner rather than later, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And last but not least, we're going to build a mine as soon as we can afford one. Okay, our lumber mill's a little slack right now. We need another place with wood. This looks like a good one. The problem is there's a wolf there, right? And these creatures can take off from the zone they're in and go to any neighboring zone that they want. And it might actually happen. So this other zone up here has a bunch of wolves. And it has a wolf's den. So this is basically a spawn point for wolves. And every now and then, a wolf will take off from here and go to one of the zones that are touching it, and then it can go through and go to the next zone and next zone, and then eventually they're going to start attacking you. So you want to make sure that you're ready for that. Okay, so I am going to be ready. I'm going to make a axe throwing camp. There are 3 different types of military units. There's a melee unit that does damage. There is a melee unit that is for defense, like shields and armor, like a tank. And then there's just a DPS ranged unit. And besides that, you get heroes of various types depending on your clan. So I usually go with a ranged unit, and I try and pop out my hero for this guy, which is a melee unit, and he tanks for me, type of thing. Okay? So I see a building up here not getting built. We'll send them in there to do that. So it's saying my population is maxed out. So we need to build a house somewhere. We'll go ahead and put that up here. It is a relatively quick-paced game because there's no pause. So it's hard for me to talk and teach you every little thing that you guys see on the screen. I will try and cover it before the video's over. Alright? So you'll notice here to the left, there is like a season bar that's continuously scrolling to the left. Once it gets to the white, once that arrow it gets to the white area, it's going to be winter. In the winter, you make less food and you make less wood, and you need wood for fireplaces to keep your people warm, right? So if you do not have enough coming in, your people will start to get cold and they can die, they can get sick, and you can start to lose a lot of guys quick. So you want to be careful that that does not happen, alright guys? I'm going to go here and get this shipwreck over here, because we got through that one over there. I see I need a villager to build that house, and then I'm going to need another villager to go in the Hall of Skulls and start gaining happiness and money, free money. We really need to get on a mine sooner rather than later, so we're going to go ahead and build that there. And we'll build that up. Once your node of stone is depleted, there's only 30 stone here, you can get rid of the mine, and that will allow you to build another building there, because right now I can't build any more buildings in this zone. until it's gone. Or you can develop a zone for 100 gold, and you're allowed to develop each zone one time, and that allows you to build one extra building on that zone. Okay, so we are a little laggy on the military units. We don't have any. And the higher your happiness, the faster your villagers are going to spawn. Alright? So you'll see it's going up at a pretty good clip because my happiness is 11.8. If it was 1, it would barely be moving. So we'll get this young lady here mining. We'll get another guy going out and mining. And we are going to, so it's winter now, so we're doing -3 food. Okay? Because we're not producing enough. And our wood is just barely in the positive. -3 food is fine. I'm going to survive the winter with that. I might get down to 400 foods by the end of the winter. It's not a big deal. But the more population you have, the worse that gets. So you have to make sure that you can cover that later on, right? Alright, so we have 2 villagers that are spare. We're going to go ahead and make 2 axe throwers. Because the wolves are going to start attacking, and I don't want to be left with nobody to fight them off. Your villagers can fight, but they're super weak, and you're going to lose some. So don't try and waste them if you can help it. One thing that we are missing is a healer. So we're going to go ahead and make that next in this zone here. And my next villager to pop out is going to go build that and become a healer. So I just clicked on the ground and made my villager go there. I never actually clicked on the building. When he gets to the point I had him to, he will look for something to do, and immediately he will go build on his own. Or you can just click on the building. If you wanted to go to a specific building, you can do it that way as well. So our stone is at 4. It's definitely getting better and better. In order to recruit our hero, we require 5 iron. So we are going to go ahead and get a mine built here where the iron node is and get that going. So the reason I made a healer is I'm going to go attack this wolf here in a moment, but during the winter you do a lot less damage. I think it's, I can't even remember how much you lose. 50% of your damage? I'm taking a guess. I really don't know the number. It's been a while since I played. But you do take less damage, okay? But if you end up with this fur coats, your units no longer have a reduced power during the winter. So you can fight during the winter, and if you're fighting against another army that does not have fur coats, you'll kick their butts easy, alright? So, but we're not going to go for that right now. We're just going to wait till spring before I start fighting those wolves. I'm going to go ahead and take sharp axes, though, because that's available for me. This villager that's just roaming around, where is he at? Here, he's going to become a healer. If I have any guys that are hurt, as long as they are in your zone, they will be healed by your healer anywhere in your zone. So if your guy's standing over here, your healer over there will heal him. That's how it works. So it's really handy for them. I'm going to go build this mine over here. They're definitely flying through the stone, so that will be empty soon enough. We already got rid of 10 of them. Okay, so spring, we're going to take the 2 axe throwers that I made. I'm going to make them into group number 1. We're going to fight this wolf and get rid of it. As soon as you walk in the zone, the wolf is going to attack you. He went down really, really quick. I'm going to back off and let my guy heal up. We're going to colonize this place for 120. Which is going to mean that these wolves over here are going to start attacking me almost immediately, you'll notice. So we need our hero sooner rather than later. Since this is done now, we're going to get him working on that, and we're going to go grab this other villager and have him build us... we need another house, eh? Where can I build a house? We'll build one here where there's lots of forest. We're going to need another lumber mill as well, so we're going to go ahead and build that in the forest. And with the next set of villagers that we pop out, we're going to send them there. Okay, I'm going to go explore that, get the treasure inside. You're going to come across like zones like this that has special like POIs in them, alright? So this is Thor's Wrath, an ancient place of power, gives 10% attack bonus to all military units. If you control this zone, you're going to get that bonus, which is handy because doesn't matter where you're at fighting, you will have that bonus. Okay? Now, one thing about your scouts, they can scout any zone that's touching, that even if it's not touching your land, but they will not scout enemy territory. Like that means any other players, like even if it's an AI player, he will not scout that until you upgrade your scout place to level 2. Once you do that, they will start doing that automatically. Okay? I need another healer, I feel. So once this village... Okay, the villager is... I'm going to put another healer up there. Right quick. Let's take a look here. We don't have 5 iron yet. We only have 2. But he's working on it. If I had another villager that I could spare... Oh, I do. We could go speed that up. So we're going to go do that. And then I'll do the woodcutters next. We're going to have to try and start killing these wolves fast, alright? I'm trying to hold off until... They're probably going to attack me, but I'm just waiting for it to happen. And I'll survive as long as there's only 1 or 2 that come through. If all 3 come through, I might have to retreat a little bit, but not a big deal. But as soon as I get my hero out, I'll be a lot tougher immediately. Okay? So then we'll be in good shape. So how fast is this coming through? 9.3... It's not bad. It's still relatively quick. So we're going to keep on keeping on. Eventually, I am going to develop this zone. Okay. And you can't develop the zone until the maximum amount of buildings have been built in that area. So I gained 100 more coins and 50 more lore points, which we are going to... This will reduce the amount of food necessary to colonize your zone from that point on. So the first zone I colonized was 20 food. The next zone was like 40 or 50 or something. And it continually goes up and up and up and up and up, and then it gets ridiculous price. Well, by doing this, it's going to drop everything by 30%, making it cheaper again. A little bit cheaper, and it's still going to go up, but it goes up 30% less. So it's going to be awesome. So this is the one I usually get next, just so I can continually keep expanding and keep getting more resources. I definitely want this place. There's a falconer here, alright? A falconer is basically a scout, I think, from another clan. He's just called a falconer. That's it. So we have 2 villagers here. We're going to put them getting this wood over here. And we can hire our hero now. Awesome news. So about this right here, this axe throwers camp, I'm going to click this rallying button. From now on, anytime I create anybody in this camp, any axe throwers, they will automatically go to where Brand is, my hero. So we're going to put him in the front. I don't want the axe throwers to tank. I want him to tank. We're going to kill out these wolves. We should be able to handle all 3, no problem. And when you do, you'll notice this zone here is completely blocked off by rocks on all sides except for the way I came in. And I control that, so I want this zone. It's completely blocked off from everything, and it destroys the wolf den if you claim it. Meaning no more wolves are going to come hunt me down by doing that. So that's a good move to do. And this has just 3 building places. Well, guess what? We need another house. We're going to put a house here. We need another house of skulls. I'd love to have that. And I would also like to have another healer's hut to keep up on that. So that's going to fill this place up. I'll bring 1 villager over because that's all I have available anyway. And I'm just going to bring him here, and he will take care of all 3 of those buildings for me. Then I'll put him to work in one of them. Alright, so things are looking good. We're doing okay. If you want to know how good you're doing... Okay, so up here as well, I might as well explain that now. Military experience. As you kill stuff, you're going to gain military experience. That's going to open up another skill tree for just war stuff. You're going to choose one of these 3 paths, and whichever one you do, as you level up, you're automatically just going to unlock the different levels. So, it depends on what you like and how you play. It's up to you to read all this, alright? But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the Foundations of War, the Legions one. That's the one I usually take. Okay? And that's going to give me a next military upgrade is free. So I'm going to go ahead right off and I'm going to upgrade this axe thrower camp so I can recruit one more axe thrower. And I have a villager that's out. We're going to make him into an axe thrower. He's going to immediately go to Brand. Watch. See? Because I have it set up that he's just going to walk over to where he's at. Now I have extra guys in my army. When you select your group, make sure you don't select like the lumberjack like I just did. Just have the guys you need and then you can make them into. Okay, we're going to go here. Because we want this place. 140. But we're -5 food. Alright, that's not good. So, and our miners are all done. So we're going to get rid of this mine. And I'm going to show you guys something. We are going to go here. We're going to make a food silo here instead of that mine. And we're going to build it with one of the miners. The other guy is going to get lore points. And we're going to destroy this up here. Perfect. Up here, I don't think there's anything I can really get that's going to help at the moment. But I could build a long ship dock. Okay, it's just a place where you can go out and raid with your guys. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to also upgrade. You can upgrade your farms and stuff. But we need to upgrade our town hall before we can do that. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to make this guy into a healer because healers naturally gather food for you and we need more guys on food. I'm going to make this guy into a healer as well. And then we're going to try and upgrade our town hall if we can afford it. I think we can. We can. Done. Now that our town hall is upgraded, we can start upgrading other buildings. Okay, something. You have established contact with the Jotun. Okay, those are giants. And those are handy to be friends with, but it's difficult to become friends with people. Okay, so just be aware of that. Okay, so I'm going to upgrade my field, and it'll allow me to put a new farmer in this field. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Also, this silo that I built, it increased the maximum amount of food that I can store, and it improves any foods workers in the zone so that they're getting more food. So now I'm getting 3 guys doing food. That increased my grub to plus 18 now. I can also do that with my deer hut. I could upgrade that and bring another worker there. So that's going to allow me to get more deer. Or the only other option is to find a zone with more food in it and claim it and start collecting the food. There's places to get fish. There's a whole bunch of different places you can get stuff. Because right now, if I had not done that, I'd be getting a lot more than -1 in the food. Like, it would be crazy. So I'm glad that I did that. Now, this right here, those food silos there, the one that I made, gains an extra 10% food bonus. Okay? And also reduces food silo upgrade costs by 50%. So if I want to upgrade that silo now, it's going to be 50% cheaper, so that it gives me more of a bonus. Okay, very good to have, but so isn't this. For each food silo, gain +3 food. Alright, so that's handy. Medicine, healing units, heals 50% faster. It's all amazing stuff. I'm going to go ahead and take the food preservation though, because I want the bonus immediately. Going to give me a plus instead of a negative, and I don't have to worry about the winter at all, because both my numbers are in the plus. And that's awesome. Okay, so now I can colonize this because I don't have to worry about my food problems. That's why I didn't colonize it earlier, because I thought if I take 140 away and it's taking away 20 per tick, I'm going to be screwed. I'm going to run out of food and my people are going to die. So I didn't want to take that chance until I was sure I had enough food. Okay, so I've gained enough fame, okay, to gain a little bit of a bonus. It's going to arrive by boat shortly, okay, and it says a boat just brought your bounty. It doesn't take long for the boat to get there. One thing over here on top of my build menus and stuff, and my people menu, you'll see there's a bunch of different things. It says wounded clan members. So my scout is wounded. The only way you can heal him, bring him into your territory, okay? So what I do is I bring him into a place very far into my territory, so that to make sure that he's fully healed before he walks back out, because as soon as he gets to where you have him go, he's going to turn around and start going to explore again. But I want him to be fully healed up. before he does that. Okay, it's just a little trick that I found out over time. And then it says here there's a building without workers. So we'll click on that. Okay, that does not have workers. I will go ahead and put 2 villagers there. That's going to take care of that problem. And that's going to increase my happiness. So that will speed up my village. Okay, my growth speed. Next, available trade routes. So let's click on this. Is there any build a trade routes? There is nobody that I can build a trade route with yet because nobody's happy enough with me to build that trade route. It's up, and I think you have to actually unlock something in your skills here. I think you need shipbuilding in order to get trade routes going. All right. Now, another thing that we can do, your military units have 30% reduced power during the winter. So that's where it tells you your deficit. Okay. There are a few other things I want to explain, but I just don't want to overload you guys too much. There, we'll take our time. New Year. So it says there is like an earthquake. Okay. So this is where it's important. I have a villager. You have to repair the buildings that are on fire quickly. 3 buildings. So if you click on this, or sorry, the fireball here, it shows you which ones are on fire. So that villager there is going to be used to repair that one. Where's the 3rd one though? Only 3 of them were on fire. Or 2 of them must have been just on fire. The other one was not. That's good. Clan members without a job. Okay. So now that that's all done, I have an extra person roaming. We're going to get this person. I don't think there's anything to do right at the moment. So it's up to me to find something. We'll go put them in the boat place. And they're going to go out with that other person on the boat, and they're going to just raid. And those raids, you're going to it allows you to get crowns and lore every time that boat comes back. Okay, so we have another level up here. Hero emblem. Stone cost to build the Altar of Kings is reduced to 5. The Altar of Kings is amazing. You want that if you can get it as quickly as possible. 20% required happiness based on your population. That's also awesome. So we're going to go ahead and take that. Okay, so we're under attack. Your territory is under attack. We fought them off immediately. So I don't know who came in and attacked me, but because I wasn't watching. But whatever it was is gone now. One thing I noticed, we have a sheep that we found in one of our zones. I usually take sheep and I bring them to my castle zone because that'll be the last place you're going to defend. And if the sheeps are anywhere else and the people conquer your zone, you lose your sheep. So if you bring your sheep to your zone and they move, then the sheep is yours forever, all right? Unless you eat them. And if you click on this button here, sacrifice the sheep, and you gain 80 food immediately. So what I do is I usually collect all the sheep that I find, and if there's a winter sometimes there's blizzards that happen during the winter, and that negative effect for food and wood is way worse, and it looks like I'm going to starve, I will kill off my sheep and eat them, because it's an immediate effect of 80 food each sheep. So it's a handy little rig to do, okay? So we're definitely looking good. I'm going to show you now the ways that you can win this game. All right, I haven't showed you yet, but if you look in the top left, there's diplomacy. Okay, what people think of you as you meet them, etc., etc., etc. And next to it is the victory conditions. So it shows you how far along you are compared to the other AI people, or if you're playing against real people, how they're doing. It shows that it's a question mark because I have not met the person yet, and there's only one other AI player against me. It's just me versus one person. But you can see that I am beating him in wisdom, and I am beating him in fame. The only other way to do it is just to kill him. Domination, right? I can kill him off and I win immediately. All right? But same for him. He can do that to me. We need houses. I just heard them bitching at me, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that. We're going to build a mine here as well. We're going to need some villagers. I'm going to bring all the villagers here because I'm going to need 2 for the mine. And I'm going to put 1 here at the lore station. Alright, what can I build here? So I wanted to explain this earlier. I might as well just do it now. So right here it says organize a feast, okay? Feasts are super awesome, and I usually use them in emergency purposes only, Or once I get so far ahead that I know that there's just no worries anymore, I will use them every now and then. They cost 100 food at first, and then they increase in cost each consecutive time that you use it, okay? This will provide +2 and 20% bonus to all production in your entire area, your land, okay? 2 happiness for 1 month, as well as 20 fame, okay? This is amazing because if you're in the middle of those blizzards that are sucking your resources hard, you can hit a feast and it will really offset the negative effect. Sometimes it'll like 50% it. So then you're all of a sudden you're not going to starve to death. And if you have enough food saved up, you can do it twice and it can save your ass. All right. So that's why I save it more for emergency purposes, but it's definitely worth having. Okay. I'm going to put 1 guy in the lore and 2 guys in the mine until that is empty. Okay, we need more men. I don't feel like this is enough guys. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to build another axe place there. We're going to need some more food soon too. Okay, we upgraded here. I'm going to go ahead and I should start building up my attackage. Let's do it. So now I've unlocked enough things here that it allows you to pick one of these special blessings. Reduced loss of food production during winter by 50% and wood consumption by 15%. Amazing, all right, amazing. Or you can do this, you gain 3 happiness immediately. Or you can do this, gain 15 stone and 10 iron immediately. And then this, required to achieve a wisdom victory, okay? You have to unlock the monument in order to get this. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to reduce the food production during winter. That's going to really help me out, so I don't have to worry about that so much anymore. I'm going to bring a couple guys here to this zone so they can build that up, and I'm going to get them into axe throwers immediately. Alright, so the Jotun. I want to explain those. Right now, if you might have a relationship with them, but it takes work to get the relationship up, okay? And if you can get your relationship to 100% with these guys, they will give you one of their giant soldiers. One of these dudes becomes your soldier, and they kick ass, all right? So if you are lucky enough to get one of those, it's going to help you out a huge amount. But in order to start gaining relationship points with them, you have to get to a zone that's touching them, and these zones do not count because there's rocks blocking the zone. So it's not considered adjacent. You have to control this zone in order to be adjacent to them, all right? You can kill them if you want to, but those things are tough, and you better have a good sized army if you think you're going to beat those 2 things early game, all right? Also, in order to build that reputation, you're going to go ahead and you're going to build this offering well. All right, that's what it's called. And you have to do it in the zone that's next to theirs. And you have to control that zone. Okay? Also, Altar of Kings, I can build it, and I haven't, and I should have. I should have done this as soon as I could. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. My scout just died. I wasn't watching him. Shoot. Darn it. Okay. So that's the thing. You should watch your scouts if you can help it. Once that's built, I'll turn him into a scout and I'll keep on scouting. So an unknown clan has forged a relic. So that means they're ahead of me in that department. Not a big deal. I'm going to upgrade my scout place. And that'll allow my scouts to start scouting his land. Because I can't even see him yet. Even though I know where he's at, I can't see him because my scout refuses to go into his land yet. Oh, I see a blizzard coming up on the map. So that's good to see. I'm glad I caught that, because that could have been really, really bad. I'm going to try and upgrade my silo if I can afford it. I need 10 stone. I can't afford it yet. But if I take over this, if I can kill off there's 2 droggers, or whatever you want to call them, then, and I'm going to want it because I want those giants. So let's kill them off. They're kind of like zombies. They're slow. They don't move very fast. But they suck when there's 10 of them. So they're still tough when you have too many of them. I don't dare colonize this yet because that blizzard is gonna drain me. Oh look, this Valkyrie just came and attacked. I want to get rid of all my villagers because she will destroy those villagers so fast it'll blow your mind. Alright, good. So, new ability unlocked because of my military experience. Basic military units' food consumption is reduced by 5% for each type of basic military unit in the zone. Okay, so now I need to bring these 3 guys back over. And right now I'm only at -2, but the blizzard has not hit yet. So if I'm -2 now, it's going to be worse in a minute. And -2 is because some of my healers were healing up that guy that needed the heal. The building. So, oh, I already have 2 guys on the mine. So do I have room there? I don't think I do. We're going to bring this guy back to here. And he's going to become a... Oh, no, he's a woodcutter. Well, I thought he was a woodcutter. So I brought the woodcutter by accident. There. I think we're good. So blizzard, you can see, it's hard to see. You can't even see properly. -19 and -26. Alright? So that's how fast it's going to drain you. I'm going to go ahead and organize a feast. Bam, just like that. It went from -20 to -5. And that will last me a whole month. And this blizzard's only going to last me 2 months total. So basically I'm going to offset 50% of the damage of that. I'm going to go here. I'm going to train. What could we do? I already built the Altar of Kings, so that's kind of useless now. We'll go ahead and do this. That's going to give me even more food bonus. So now I'm actually in the positive with my food. Okay, another Valkyrie came. Oh shit, I'm going to lose that guy. I got him. Good. So now I'm going to go negative food because my healers, who are food gatherers, are now healing me. And while they're healing you, they're not gathering food. So you have to be aware of that sort of stuff, right? So now that the blizzard is over and it's just regular winter, it's just reduced a little bit. So that's more manageable. And now my feast just ended. So I got away with that with just a little bit of damage. The other guy might have got hit hard. And if you go to a zone, you'll be able to tell because his guys are going to walk around with no hit points because they're sick. If you get sick, you can lose all your hit points but 1, and you'll walk around basically dead. And all you have to do is go in there and just touch them, and they die. So, yeah, that kind of thing can kick your clan's butt if you're not careful. Okay, I'm going to colonize this place now that I can. It's spring. And I want to upgrade this as quickly as I possibly can. Good. Done. That's going to increase my food storage limit to 1,000, which is great. There's more stones here. So there's a place here. It's called an ancient graveyard. I can send 2 guys here to study these burial grounds. And what it's going to do, and I'm going to do it, it's going to give me a bunch of lore points, and it's going to give me this ghost or a couple ghosts that will fight for me. The ghosts themselves are not a good idea for this clan, because what they do is they start giving you a negative effect to your happiness because they're scary and your population don't like them. They don't trust them, so they're going to be unhappy that they're part of your army. So what I usually do with those guys is I'll just go send them off to die as like my meat shields in my army. So I'll bring these 4 guys, for instance, and I'll send the ghosts in first to take the beating, because if they die, I don't care. I want them to die. You know what I'm saying? So we can go ahead here. We can increase our civilians' attack and our defense towers' resistance, or I can get the fur coats, or I can start working on money. I think we're going to go with the fur coats for now, because I think that's more important. Something is attacking me. Okay, woo. Did I just lose a guy there? Oh, it's just a fox. Okay, we have foxes coming in. I don't like foxes. What's here? There's no foxes here, though. So they came from somewhere else. What is this? Gains Gives a 30% bonus of healing to all your healers. That's neat. If you can control that, that's worth getting, really. Where is that fox den at then? Because those foxes came from somewhere. Just don't know where. Don't know. It's interesting. Not a big deal. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is to stop that from happening. I don't want to have to be back and forth here, and I really do not want to lose that zone. I'm going to build a defensive tower, and those do not require people, so it's good to build those, and they have some pretty kick-ass power. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring a villager here to build that, and a villager here to build that. And also we're going to build one of these because I want to start becoming friends with the giants. Although I could probably end the game right now. I have enough power and I know now where he's at. I could just send my... Oh, my scout already friggin' died, man. Come on, guys. Survive a little bit. So now I'm just going to focus on revealing his area now with my scout. Okay, so bring him. We're going to go ahead and reveal this area because I want to know where to attack to fight off this guy and kill him off and just finish the game, right? Might as well finish it off quick. Then it's done, my friends. All right. So this is, he's building a tower here. You can see that. Watch. I don't want him to build a tower. So we're going to go and attack him. Because if he builds that tower, it's something else I got to deal with. Now, he's going to come with his one hero. He doesn't even have men. That's great. Great news for me. And if I can beat this, I will start to take over his territory. And if I can claim it, he loses all these buildings and I can claim it. Right? So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, where's my scout? I want you to go ahead and do this place next if you can. Perfect. But see, my guy's not healing up because I don't control this place. So I could move just my hero out to heal him up if I wanted, and leave my other 3 guys to take over the zone. But I'm not going to. I think we're going to survive. And this place has fish. I want the fish. Okay, we have 2 guys sitting around doing nothing, so we'll get rid of these guys. Let's go ahead and build us another house for villagers. Perfect. We'll bring these 2 guys over here to this area because we're going to take it over. Okay, so I must have got those ghosts. I did. So you'll see a bunch of unhappy faces there. Alright, means I got the spectral warriors. So we're going to go ahead and select them, and we're going to go kill off these Valkyries. Because these Valkyries will kick their ass quick. And I just want to get rid of them. I don't need them. And I don't even need them as tanks. They're dead. And dead. No friggin' problem. I don't even care. I'm going to go ahead and build a tower in this zone though. And now that we own this zone, we're going to... Is this a fishing hut? Yeah, one of them is a fishing hut. So you can repair these. You don't have to let them burn to the ground, okay? But they will automatically start to be burned down to the ground once you control them, okay? So you have to repair this stuff if you want to be able to control these buildings without building them from scratch, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. And then as soon as I do, I'm going to use these 2 villagers that are here to be fishermen. So we'll gain more grub. Okay, I see we leveled up here. Let's go with increase your military unit attack power by 2% for every zone you control. Currently 18%. Hello. I want it. Oh, shoot. And then I have another bonus I can get. 3 happiness, 15 stone, 10 iron, or the wisdom victory. I'm not going for the wisdom victory, but I could. I think it's going to be easier to just kill him. So we're going to go with the happiness bonus. We'll get you in the fishing hut as well. This needs people, so we might as well bring a couple guys here. This marketplace will just make you cash, right? And think we're looking pretty safe. Yep, I think we're doing okay. So we have to make sure that our scout, how's his health doing? He's doing okay. I see where his main base is now. It has not been explored, so I want that explored next, because that's all I have to do. If I can take over this zone, he dies. I don't have to take over the rest of his zones. So while we've been here, the Draugrs over here, they sent a little bit of an army. They can attack the other guys as well. They don't just attack you. They sent in some guys here, and he didn't have a hero or men to defend it, so he ended up losing his place to them, which is great news for us. So I can get some more axe throwers, because I built one earlier, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to train them right here, and they will automatically go to the other place. So in order to increase your population for warband, you have to just build the buildings. But the thing is you can use the same building to recruit all your men. You just have to build the extra buildings for the population. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and what's in this zone here? There's meat. It's not important to have it. So we're gonna go ahead and take over this zone from this dude, though. I need those. Oh, I need these extra guys, though. There, that was easy. I basically killed off almost all of his villagers. So that's a hard hit for him. He's not going to recover from that. We're just going to take this place over and claim it. That way there I have a place to heal that's a little closer. I mean, I could have taken this place. Same thing. But I just want to be able to claim his buildings because he has a silo there. And I want that silo. And there's deer here as well. Uh-oh. Hold on. Whoa. Your territory is under attack from what? These dudes here. I don't think I'm going to handle them. Oh, yes, I am. Got him. I lost one villager, minor. So what am I missing? A fisherman. We'll bring one fisherman here. So that's the problem with the neutral territories. Sometimes you're going to lose them. You're going to lose guys. How's my Jotun offering? Okay, right now it's saying 16%. It's not horrible. So I didn't end up taking this over because I got attacked by the dwarves. So again, I could build a tower, and trust me, the dwarves are going to go for the tower, odds are, instead of attacking your guys. And one or two dwarves are not going to take over your tower. So you should be good with just a tower zone after a while. Okay? So we have a guy that needs to be healed. He'll just... Oh, it's my scout. I don't want to lose my scout again. So we're just going to send him back into our territory to heal up for a second. Construction waiting for a builder. Okay. Let's bring this dude here to do that. And we're going to bring in another guy right where we're at, because these are all going to need a builder. We'll claim this right away. I want it. And it's just about game over, friends. So look at the difference. The only thing he had me on was trade, because I did not build trade at all. So, but I could have still just... I mean, obviously I'm going to beat him because I'm going to kick his ass here in a minute, and he's dead. So, if you have brand and 1 happiness per upgraded military camp. So that's good. Legendary heroes. Improves brand's attack and defense by 25%, man. Improves your military unit's attack by 10% against draconic units, 30% against other mystical creatures. So it's awesome stuff. We're gonna go with legendary heroes. So is my guy here now? Do I have villagers? Okay. I need a guy to... No, one guy's gonna stay there. I want to repair this stuff before it's too late and it burns to the ground. If I can save 2 or 3 of these, it's fine. Aviary, that's cool. Okay, what is going on? Am I getting attacked? Okay, so they're attacking my tower, like I said. So that's fine. Let them do that. I want to repair the fish. Now, those Valkyries, though, they're not the same thing. He handled my tower easily. I'm just going to get rid of this guy before he dies. No point in him dying. I'll come with my army and we'll take care of this problem. Yeah, those Valkyrie can be a pain in the ass. They're super strong. So when you try and attack a place like this with 5 or 6 Valkyrie, you better have an army. The Giants are tough, but these guys are even tougher. Veterans. Increase the bonus for military buildings upgrades. So your guys will automatically get a better bonus. Okay, so this guy's just sitting around doing nothing. Now we'll bring him back. I'm not going to worry about those guys. I'm just going to go ahead and finish off this game. So you see how his guys are all red and hurting and sick and losing health? It's because he does not have enough food. He doesn't have enough food to handle his population. So he's dying. Okay? So let's go ahead and we're going to put you doing this. I'll let the rest of the buildings die. And let's just kill this guy off. I feel bad for his people. They're all dying. His hero's even dying. Can't even stay alive. Starving to death. Now that all those guys are dead, these guys are just are going to be like flies to swat. He even has a tower, but I'm not worried about the tower. We'll kill off the men first. Like, basically all of his villagers just died. He has nothing left. So that tower's attacking one of my axe throwers, but we're good. There. Just like that. He has no men to even fight me at this point. He only has 2 territories and there's not a guy alive. So we're just going to sit here for a second and it'll be a victory. Easy peasy. Oh, I see another sheep though. I need that sheep. Now I'm going to win in like 3 seconds. Bring him up. Put his friend up here. There's one clan there where you get lots of sheep. It's like sheep based. It's really cool. It's fun. Like super fun. And those stinking Valkyries again. Oh no, that's a fox. What? Darn it. Here, come help your friend. Victory, my friends. Now, you can see your statistics if you want. Okay? From start to finish. If you don't want to see that, it shows you what happened on the map and you can increase the speed of that, or you can pause it or whatever, right? And it even shows you step by step what each person did, if it was the AI or if it was you or whatever, right? And you can keep playing if you want, but I'm not going to, obviously. So I won, and that was a domination victory, and you can win any of the ways, right? So, you guys got a little bit of a taste of this game. Very fun game. All the modes are fun. The Conquest is by far the funnest, in my opinion. But, again, it takes time to beat. And it's because each map is pre-designed to be very difficult. And you get to choose what bonuses you want to take on to the next part of the Conquest. And you can't change it after you choose it. So, it's important to choose the play style that you like and choose the bonuses that fit your play style, etc., etc. But anyway, if you guys liked this game, please leave me a like, and if you don't mind subscribing down below, that'd be amazing. Yeah, this game is available in Steam right now. Like I said, 85% off. It's $5 Canadian just for the base game, and then you can buy all the downloadable clans one at a time if you want for like $3 a pop, or you can buy, I think there's a package deal for 25 bucks, something like that. I can't remember how much it was. Anyways, if you guys want to see more of these videos, leave me a comment, you know, hit that like button. It's going to help me out, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video.